Apparently, there's a disagreement in the Snicky household about Rocco. I know this is actually kind of a popular thing that happens with young kids and a big debate that a lot of households are having. So it's not just you guys that are dealing with this, but it is the issue of giving kids smartphones. So this is apparently an issue going on in your household, Virginia.
It is because over the weekend, Panda took an old phone and had it reactivated, and now Rocco has an iPhone 6. And I just know people are going to give me hell for it. You gave a 4-year-old an iPhone? What's the matter with you?
Yeah, but you know what? Tell people, first of all, mind their own business, one.
Oh,
It's my kid. I get to do what I want to do. It's not like I'm giving them meth.
One of my neighbors was very quick to say, you gave him an iPhone. Ugh.
Okay. Well, so tell me why it is. I just want to hear the argument for and against. Why is it so terrible? I know we're spoiling kids. Da, 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 da. You got to raise kids like it was back in the 1940s, and they got to feel the Great Depression.
I just feel like it keeps him busy, and especially like if we're at Publix or if we're on a long car ride, it occupies his mind, and he is a better behaved baby when he's occupied his mind. So in the car, in Publix, I like to give him the phone, but I have to give him my phone, and then I can't communicate with anybody while he's on watching his cartoons.
Yeah.
So if he has his own phone, it's going to make my life easier.
Yeah.
And I know this sounds like some kind of privileged BS that a 4-year-old has an iPhone, but here we are.
Well, I mean, you're talking about an iPhone 6. It is an older model. What are they up to? 11 now, I think, is where we are. So it's 5 versions below.
Okay.
So that's one point. And
they're up to 11?
I believe so. Isn't that right, Dennis?
Gosh,
yeah, 11.
That's ridiculous.
He's like, yeah, it's 11. So, I mean, it's not like it's brand new. So it's not like you're handing him a, $1,000 valued phone.
Right.
And yeah, for what you were saying, there is a lot of value to that. That it is a good distraction. It's easier because, here's the thing. People get upset when kids are being kids out in public. And so when we do a call them out, they're ranting about how kids are making noise. Then they're ranting because kids are on phones. It's like, well, I put my kid on the phone because I know it upsets you when they're being kids and making noise and doing things with their hands.
He does not like to go in the shopping cart anymore. I can't get him to get in it. He wants to run alongside of me.
Yeah.
And then he wants to pull stuff off the shelves. He wants to get in the blood pressure machine.
Right.
He wants to do everything. And if I can just put him in the cart with the phone for 10 minutes, I get so much done.
It's easier. And you go about life.
But yes, he's 4 and he's got an iPhone. Don't send me your comments. Send them to Kevin.
I'm going to delete them too. So for once and for all, I'd love to hear the arguments for and against. So the arguments for are it's a great distraction. It keeps the kid from bothering other people. They, if you put on the right things, could actually be learning something by watching the phone. They're becoming adept to technology, which I'm sorry, you're going to have to know about technology in our society. So those are a couple things. To me, that's 4 great benefits of a kid. And if you have an old phone laying around and it's just collecting dust, why not activate it and let the kid have it? To me, that's 5 strong arguments for a kid having a smartphone.
I didn't even think that phone worked. But he plugged it in and he charged it up and the home screen lit up. And I was like, that's weird. And then Panda went and hooked it up. I don't even know how much it cost to hook it up, but I don't think it was a lot.
Okay, so here's the question. Why can't a 4-year-old or why shouldn't a 4-year-old have a smartphone even if it is a Model 6? That's what I want to hear. An iPhone 6. Why exactly?
Call my neighbor because she had a lot to say.
Yes.
The lady down the street, she was like, really?
About how old is your, because all your neighbors are like 90, right?
She's 60 plus.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, so some of the comments coming in. Boo-hoo, Virginia doesn't want a parent. So people were saying that that's just it. Our parents are soft. They don't want to take on the real challenges of, letting your kid run around and you try to keep him wrangled while you're still trying to get all your shopping done.
I'm not that good of a mom to be able to wrangle Rocco and get the public shopping done. I'm just not.
Somebody brought up the point, there's no difference between giving a kid a phone or giving him a tablet. And for some reason, there's such stigma over a kid having a phone versus a tablet that we flip out when a kid's got a smartphone. But when they got a tablet, it's a tablet. It's probably something, it's educational. It's nice. You can do pretty much the same features on both, right?
Are people mad because like he can make phone calls? Is that what it is?
But I mean, is he really going to be making phone calls?
He's got a few numbers in his Rolodex.
Okay, all
I'm going
right.
to put yours in there so he can call
great.
you. He can call me, his dad. He can call grandma. He can call his sister. And I'm going to put Kevin Ralston in there.
Okay, great. Thank you. Somebody said my daughter's 7. She's got an iPhone, but I didn't reactivate it. She just hooks up to the Wi-Fi at home, and then she has some downloaded games that she can play when we're out and about. So I don't see a problem with that. But I'm also not paying to activate it. So did he go and he paid to have it connected, activated, all that kind of stuff?
He did. He put Rocco on the family plan. Rocco now has a legit phone number.
Okay.
And he'll be calling Kevin Ralston very soon.
Fantastic. Somebody said the problem that they have with Rocco having a connected phone is it puts him in contact with dangerous people. People can call him, and then if he picks up and starts talking, he can give out vital information, say where he is.
He's gonna pick up every robocall.
Yeah. So that's what some people are saying. That's why you can't have Rocco have an activated phone that can make outgoing calls because, more importantly, it can get incoming calls.
Oh, too late.
Kristen is on here from Margate. We're establishing all the reasons why your kids can't have an iPhone. Kristen's got her reason here. What is it, Kristen?
Good morning. I'm not saying can't have an iPhone, but I will say that there are some long-term repercussions for kids on a device that allows them to consume media constantly because you're kind of training the child's brain to seek that distraction. The phone can be extremely distracting. And then later on, as they're teenagers, they can't put the phone down for anything. I teach 10th grade in high school, and those kids are constantly attached to their phones and have a really difficult time just engaging from the phone and being aware of the world around them. So if that's starting at 4, that may down the line become frustrating.
Yeah, I wonder because honestly, I'm that way too. I know so many adults that are that way, that we've been trained that our eyes are always on the phone and we have that FOMO, fear of missing something.
Well, he's not going to take his phone to school. He will not have his phone at school, so he won't have it all day. He will only be allowed to use it when he comes home.
Okay. That seems to be the strongest argument that people are giving him why your kid should not have an iPhone is because of what it's doing to their attention spans. And if they start at the age of 4, what are they going to be like at 24?
Yeah, I get it. But, I mean, it's too late. He was on my phone before he was on his own phone.
Sure. Yeah. Somebody said, I'm only questioning the amount of hours Rocco's using it for.
I appreciate that. And yes, I'm going to limit the time that he spends looking at a screen. I like him to be outside playing. I like him to play with his sister. I like us to go to the park. That kind of stuff is very important. I would have loved to have a pool, but that's not happening.
Okay.
I love for the kids to be outside playing.
Kevin is a hypocrite. He wouldn't buy his own kid a slushie because he couldn't get a hit in baseball. And now Rocco is going to be on the booking blotter on a regular basis. Prove me wrong. I'm not actually sure all those are connected. I'm missing something. What is the correlation, Virginia? Explain it to me.
Bad parenting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a terrible parent. I say it all the time.
Thank God you have Kim.
Yeah. Somebody said, Virginia, you're a busy mom just like me. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. All these ideas sound awesome, but I'm tired, y'all.
I hear you.
I can't think. When I'm in Publix, I'm just in blinders mode. I'm in there. I got to grab what I need to pack these lunches, and I got to get out. I can't. I don't have the mental capacity at this point.
It takes a lot of creativity. When you got your own career going on and you're working, you're doing all these other things, sometimes you don't have the brain power and the creativity left to engage a kid the way that you should. So it's easy enough just to hand them a phone and you solve the problem. You can go about doing all the other responsibilities you got to do.
It is good ideas, though. You know, I'll try to incorporate.
We all would love to be better, wouldn't we? Well, some of us.
I'm trying every day to be the best I can, but I'm failing pretty much every day.
Yes. So there you go.
So I've got to I think he opened his own Snapchat account yesterday. I got to check in that.
Oh, he opened his own Snapchat?
Yeah, his sister helped him. I think you have to be like 14.
Oh, I love it. The problems are already starting. This is fantastic.
Yeah, I need to check on that.